Hi everyone, so today I want to show you this card. Now this is actually a 5x7 and it's called a winged domed bouncy card, and it was something that I saw Sam Calcott from Mix Up Crafts do and I really liked it. So this is the one I've done a 5x7, and I will be doing a video for the 5x7 at some point. So on this one I've used my Nordic Light papers, which are available on Amazon, and then I've just used a plain acetate, and then I've just used a peel off. I don't know if you can see Mary and Joseph there on the front, and then Merry Christmas and a little star, and then on the back there will be a white panel under there where you can write your message, and obviously you've got these domed acetate pieces front and back, so it stands up really nicely. It just looks really nice in person. It doesn't, you can't really tell on the screen quite so well, but in person it is a really nice looking card. So I'm going to do this today, but I'm actually going to do an A5 version because I often get asked for A5 versions. So I thought if I start with that first, and also because I thought an A5 version might be quite nice, quite showstoppery. So yeah, so we're going to do an A5 version. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card you're going to need two base pieces that are 5 3/4 by 8 1/4, and on both of those you're going to need to score at 1 inch on both sides. So you're going to need to score at 1 inch along the short side, and then also at 4 3/4. If you want to, you can just turn it round, and then we're going to repeat the same on the other piece. And then what we need to do is just fold these pieces. I'm just going to fold them in. So you should end up with two pieces that look like that. So on one of the pieces, which is going to be my front, you need one piece which is going to go in the middle, and this is 3 1/2 by 8, so that's going to go there. And then I need two side pieces here, and these are 3/4 by 8. We've got one there, and we have one there. So the papers that I'm using today is a Dovecraft Premium Be Happy paper pad. I'll put a link up in the corner here for it, and there'll be details in the description below as well. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick these down. So next up I'm going to go ahead and put the decoration in the middle. I want to put it in, the embellishments. So I've actually taken some vellum and I have stamped it using this stamp, and I'm not sure where the stamp was from. I think it was a free one. So I've stamped it with some clear ink, and then I have embossed it using some copper heat embossing powder. And then on the back, once it's done and cooled, on the back I've gone ahead with some distress with some alcohol markers, pro markers, and I've coloured in the flower and all the little buds and also the leaves. And I've done two different colours. I did like a pinky colour, I think it was called carnation pink I used, and then I also used a peach as well. So I've got two different colours, and they're very similar, but once they're on, hopefully you'll see the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these on here. So I'm going to have one there, and then one here, and one here, I think. And so I'm going to go ahead now and stick those down. So I've stuck them down. It would be nice if they'd been a bit more puffy. Obviously you can layer them up. You can really make them a bit more 3D. I've used Dovecraft glue squares to stick them down with, and I've just stuck them underneath certain areas that you're not really going to see, and I've left obviously bits that are standing up, so you have got a bit of dimension, but they are a bit flatter. And obviously where here they overlap the crease, that doesn't matter too much either, because you know it's going to be stood up. But anyway, next we want to bring in the acetate panels. So I've got two panels here of acetate, and these are 6 3/4 by 8 1/4, and these are actually hunky-dory, something like that, and they've got like a rose gold foiling on the top and the bottom, and it was actually an A4 sheet, which is part of the reason why I decided to go for an A5 size card, because it meant that I could easily get those top and bottom in without losing any detail. So we need to score these acetate pieces. Okay, so I've got my acetate, and what I'm going to do, because when I score, I find it tends to start to bend up, so it's kind of best to go that way. So I'm going to actually put it face down on my scoreboard, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch on either edge. So at 1/2 inch on there, and then 1/2 inch, which is at 6 1/4 on this side. Okay, and we're going to repeat the same on the other piece. And then we just need to fold along that line, making sure that our foiling is on the outside. Now obviously with it being acetate, it's a bit tricky to fold. If you just kind of start, and then hopefully the rest will just kind of go. I find it best sometimes to do it like this, so you kind of bend it over. So I'm just going to start it off at the top and start it off at this side here, and then we can kind of bend it over and stick it down like that. Well, not stick it down, so you end up with a, as you can see that. And so I'm going to repeat the process with the other one. Okay, so we've got our piece of acetate and we've folded it. So then if we turn it over, on the inside of these folded pieces that we've just done, we're going to put some red tape. Okay, so now we've got the red tape on the inside. What we want to do is just peel off the backing. I'm only going to do a bit at a time, I think. Just peel a little bit off there. Bring your front piece in, and then you want this score line here to wrap around this cut edge, so that it's going to fit like that. So I'm just going to turn it over and get it into position, and then just gently ease out the red tape liner. Keep that tight up against the edge of your card. So you end up with that, and then we're going to fold it flat, and then this is going to wrap around there like that. Now you might find, like mine, you have a little bit of resistance because obviously your acetate panel is now kind of, you know, the same, the width of it is probably just about the same as this inside piece, so you might find a bit of resistance. If that happens, don't worry too much. You're probably going to have to make like a special envelope for it anyway, so don't worry about it too much. So we're going to turn this over. I mean, if you want to, you could always trim a little bit off this base card, just like a fraction, like an 1/8 of an inch, or even less, 1/16, just so then you don't have that problem. So that's what you should end up with. And again, it's quite difficult for you to see. When Sam did it, she had a acetate piece that had snow all over it, which is great, like little white spots, so you could really see the acetate. On this one you can't really see. In real life I can see it really well, but on the screen it doesn't really show up very well. But yeah, so that's there like that. So that's your front piece. You then want to repeat the process with your back piece. Now your back piece, if you want to put pattern papers either side, you can. I'm going to leave it as it is because I'm going to put a white piece on the inside here, which will have my message on it. But obviously because I'm putting acetate over the top, I don't want to put, you know, that in just yet because I won't be able to write on it. So we're going to go ahead and take this one, and this is going to do exactly the same again. It's going to go over the top like that. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick that down. Okay, so there's your back piece done. And as I said, if you want to put pattern pieces on here, you can. There we go. So you've got a really nice domed look. Just flatten it out slightly. Obviously it can go flat in the envelope, but when the recipient gets it, if they just give it a bit of a tweak. So you've got your two halves. Now what we want to do is on the other side, obviously you've got where this acetate is, so you need to cover that up. So I've cut out 4 pieces of card, base card, and these are about 7/8 by 8 1/4. So these are going to go over the top of there like that. Now if you want to emboss these, you can. If you want to you know, do something to them, you can. I might emboss them now actually, and then they can go on the sides there. Okay, so I've decided I don't want to emboss them just because I don't have any embossing folders that are the full length. I could heat emboss them, but I decided let's use up some old peel-offs that I've had for years. I think I was even given them, never used them, no idea what I'm going to use them for. So these are actually like, it's almost like a trellis, like a triangular trellis pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my cards out next to each other, like that. And then we're going to peel one of these off. Like that. So as you can see, it's like a complete grid. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it on. I think probably we'll go this way around. So now I've got them all stuck down, they're all attached, so I'm just going to go now and just snip down and just cut those, cut in between and cut the actual pieces as well. Okay, so there you have your strips. So as you can see, they've now got a bit of interest, a bit of a pattern, but that used up a peel off and was minimal hassle. So I'm now going to go ahead and, as I said, stick them onto these pieces here. Okay, so we've stuck the little strips onto the panels, onto the side panels. So now we just need to stick this onto here, like that. And then we can go ahead and add our whatever we want to put on the front. Now, I've really bounced out the front one, so I'm going to go ahead now and stick that down. Okay, so I've stuck the two together, so as you can see, you've got a really nice dome on that. I've just tweaked it out a little bit. And then on the front here, I've got a happy and a birthday. So I'm just going to go ahead now and stick those on. And I've actually put tape across it, so it's actually going to bend to the dome as well. Okay, so there you have the finished cards. You've got the happy and the birthday, you've got the little, you can't really see it, the foiled roses on the acetate. And then you've got the roses behind, nice and domed. And then on the back, as I said, I will be putting this one. This will go just in here like that. So then you can write your message. If you wanted to put pattern pieces on the back, on the sides as well, you could. It's really up to you. But yeah, and obviously it will fold flat and it will fit in an envelope for an A5 card. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Don't forget to go and check out DRK Crafts. Use my code LouiseMakes, which will get you 5% off. And that's where the papers were from. And yeah, I'll see you again next time. Bye everyone.